Headed back forward again by Kettering, though. Nodded down by Ledger, and then headed forward by Angel. All a bit scrappy at the moment there as the ball is sent high towards that far side. It's good work by Sheriff there to win the ball for Kettering, and it's laid off nicely for Keaton on this near side. Keaton might get a shot in, and he does, and Harry Flatters has to get down and make a smart save to his left-hand side. He didn't hit it perfectly cleanly, but he was under pressure and he got a shot on target. It was good work by Keaton, really. Cleared away in the end by White, collected by Curtis. Left-hand side, a bit of space for Angel now, but nobody really too far ahead of him here. He has to hang on to it and give it back to Ramshaw. Now Angel again, looking to take on his man down the left-hand side. Gives it inside for Shanks. Now Taylor, 30 yards from goal. The defence stepped off, and I'm sure he almost thought about having a strike on goal there. Lafudu's going to drive it, his man down the right, and he got into the box here, and he goes down under the challenge, and the referee tells him to get up. I think it would have been into the category of soft had the referee pointed at the spot there, but he did get the better of his defender for a moment there, John Lafudu, into the penalty area.
I'm completely with you. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It's definitely soft, but if that's in the centre of the pitch, you're probably given a free kick, aren't you?
I think so. Taylor switches play, and it's a great pass, and it's cut out the defender, and now Lafudu's one-on-one with the defender on the edge of the box here. He's trying to find the angle maybe for a shot or a cross, and he almost snuck it in at the front post there. The goalkeeper, Owen Mason, just about got his angles right. It didn't look the most convincing of saves at his front post. Here's Lafudu now. Throws it in the edge of the box for Taylor. Taylor, it's a good turn. It's a nice pass as well for Shanks, who lays it off well for Ross. Through a gap for Blackett. Back to Shanks here. Shanks run onto it. Can he keep it in? He can. He plays it against the defender, though, and it ricochets kindly for Kettering. And it's cleared away at the halfway line where Curtis collects it. Ramshaw lays it off for Mbeka now, who's got a bit of space to move forward into here. And he chips a decent looking ball into Taylor! What a fine finish for Glenn Taylor! A lovely ball into the box from Mbeka, and Taylor with an absolutely precision glancing header. And with 18 minutes on the clock, Moors strike first and move in front.
Nothing more than we deserve. I think we've got a really decent start there. And you can tell one's been coming. They've looked shaky at the back, Kettering, and at first I did think Mbeka's cross was a little bit too deep, but Glenn Taylor does brilliantly, doesn't he? He glances his header, and how many times do we see it just flatten it into the back of the net?
Curtis clips it across the near side for Mbeka. Mbeka, bit of space in the centre circle for Ramshaw. Lafudu sets off, and it's lifted in towards his path on the right. Here he is now, looking to take on Sharp. Two men come across. Lafudu pushes it and gets around him, and he drives into the penalty area. He's still going, Lafudu, and it's gone in! And it's 2-0! And Glenn Taylor is taking the credit again after Lafudu's penetrative run in the right-hand side of the penalty area. He forced it across, it squirmed past Owen Mason. And who was there? Glenn Taylor to poke in his second of the afternoon.
It's a well-worked goal again. I was thinking John might have messed this up. I was thinking he should have gone inside to Ramshaw. But then he does really, really well to beat his player, drive towards goal, and we've seen how direct he can be, and just has to hit an area, doesn't he? And Glenn will do what Glenn does best, and he just puts it away. 2-0 Moors.
And it's hurled in there, and Taylor challenging for it. It's cleared away. Nodded down back for Sharp on the near side. Lafudu confronts him, but Sharp, that's a decent delivery in, and Curtis has to head it clear. Good work by Ramshaw as well, and Blackett holds onto it for Shanks, and now maybe a chance for a counter-attack here. Ramshaw can carry the ball around the right-hand side. Oh, he tried to play it in. It might still fall for Shanks here. Blackett's in the middle if he can find him. And he can't, because Owen Mason gets down sharply to collect the cross. Good football by Moors. Kettering teetering on the ropes here. Blackett with the corner. Can Moors add another goal here? Taylor with a header! It's a first half hat-trick for Moors' leading scorer. 18, 19, 20 for Glenn Taylor. 3-0 for Moors.
He's just silly, isn't he? That's the only way I can describe that man. He is silly. Moors are running riot here, and I think we could have 5 by the time half-time hits. Keep going, lads. That's brilliant.
Long clearance forward. Taylor the target again. Headed up in the air by the defender, but not away from trouble. Shanks and Taylor couldn't control it, and it swept through the middle, and suddenly there's a chance for Knowles here. And Flatters has come out of his box, and Knowles has gone round him, and he's going to be able to reduce the arrears here. And Kettering have got a goal back, and it's a horrible one, really. Just a ball through the middle, cut the Moors defence open. Harry Flatters came charging out, but Knowles got there first. And now Kettering have got that foothold back in this game before half-time.
Yeah, we've spoke about the Kettering defence being poor, and unfortunately that's our back line and keeper there that's really poor. And it's stuttered a few times before coming out, and then decided he was coming. It was too late, and it was an easy finish in the end. That's poor for Moors. We should not have let them have a sniff. And you think, especially with it being in the 41st minute, are they just going to just gives them a tiny sliver of hope going into half time, doesn't it? It's disappointing.
Here's Curtis now, sliding it forward, looking for Shanks. Can Moors get back on the front foot here? It's intercepted. Blackett's going to get there though, and it's sloppy again from Kettering, and Blackett might have a chance here. Can he find an angle for a shot? He's dribbling it across. Here's Taylor again! Oh! And it's just wide this time. Well, proof that not quite everything he hits turns to goals.
Yeah, that was turns to. I've just clicked on what you said. That's fantastic. That is fantastic, Mark Simpson. I think we should score there. Again, their defence look like they've never played together, do they? It's really sloppy mistakes to make. Blackett gets through, and I think he should pull the trigger. He doesn't. He does well to find Glenn. And like you say, he's waiting for it to hit the back of the net, do you? But he is human, and it goes wide.
Play on, says the referee, and Knowles has done well to hold on to that. Been quite impressed with him. Knowles up front for Kettering. Scored 6 and 11 in a lone spell at Notts County last season. One well, back to Curtis now. Here's one well, right hand side. It's a bit short for Ross, but he'll get there. And one well lifts it forward longer this time. Drops in midfield for Ross. That's a good first touch, and he gives it to Taylor. Taylor's got Lafudu to his right. Blackett through the middle. Shanks trying to get there in the end. He might not need any of them though. Taylor! Absolutely unstoppable.
The man is unbelievable, isn't he? And if Kettering, are you going to give him that much space on the ball? He's only doing one thing, and that's exactly what he has just done. What a finish.
Curled it left-footed right into the top corner from 20 yards. What a wonderful goal. It's 4-1. Well, I mean, I listed all the players he could have passed to, and instead he just rammed it in the net. I mean, that's just incredible stuff. Here's Ramshaw now. Back to Ross. Inside for Shanks. Here's John Lafudu now. Lafudu's going to try and take on his man. Drives past him again here, and Lafudu's into the box. He's trying to find a way across, and it's blocked by the goalkeeper. And in the end, it's gone behind for a corner. He scores an absolute carnage in the penalty area when he gets through, John Lafudu.
I think there's a really crucial deflection in there, because I was just waiting for the net to ripple. So I think, one, that the defence may have done the job that time, but you're right, he's just causing carnage, isn't he, John Lafudu? He's been absolutely excellent today. Just every time he's running at them, he's getting past and he's creating chances for us.
So, corner from the left-hand side then for Kettering. And it's chipped in high towards the back post and headed down and wide. Brad Gascoigne was the man who got his head to it, but it's dropped to the wrong side of the post from a Kettering perspective anyway. Blackett with the corner. Ledger's made the run this time, but it's Taylor again who hits it on the volley. It was an improvised effort from the front man. Managed to get it almost on target. It wasn't too far away. So, ball goes at the box. It's Storer knocking it back to the right-hand side. Sharp looking to take on Angel. Gets it back on his left foot and chips across at the box. It's not bad, and it bounces down. And it's in. And it's driven into the net by George Forsyth. And with 73 minutes on the clock, it's 4-2 now. And George Forsyth has got the goal for Kettering. Sharp's ball in there is another good one, and it's back post. It's headed back across. It's a bit wasteful at the end. I think it was Knowles who got in at the far post there, and he couldn't direct his header on target.
Just need to find our feet again, don't we? And it can happen. I do understand it. If 4-1 up, you think the game's over and done with, don't you? You can take your foot off your gas, you lose your concentration, but hopefully that'll just give us a little bit of a wake-up call. You know, there's still a game to be finished here, and get back at them for the last 15 minutes to see this game out.
Ball forward there. Jake Day's going to try and make that one his, and he does. Lefudu's ball forward. Won't quite find Blackett, and it's cleared away for Storer, who sidesteps into some space here. Plays at left-hand side now for Keaton. Ward, who's driven into the box. Flatters can't get there, and it's... Wow, how was that stayed out? Well, Flatters has made an astonishing save there, I think. Or is it? He made a bit of a, he parried the first effort. The second one looked destined to be in the net. He's somehow managed to block it around the post.
Just waiting for the net to ripple. I'm with you. I don't know, it's not gone in, but we need to very quickly wake up here, because if they get another one, we are really up against it. We need to wake up.
By Sharp, and he plays it short into the left-hand side now. And it's a chance. He goes down in the box there, the... Number 9, Jimmy Knowles, but it's nothing given. Back with Keaton Ward, though, and he can hit them. And he does hit one, but it's flashed wide of the target. But Kettering having their best spell of the game here. 4-2 the scoreline. But we've still got 11 minutes left, and Kettering fancy themselves if they could get another goal. Into the last 10 minutes we've gone here at the Brewery Field. Spennymoor leading by 4-2. And the ball is whipped in dangerously there. Days back to get it clear. On the near side now is Storer. And then the ball in from Ethan Hill is blocked. But it's fallen loose and it's slipped through a gap. The flag stays down and the finish is weak. It's straight at Flatters there, and that's a bit of a let-off because I think it was Lewis White this time who got the space 12 yards from goal, and he tried to place it in the bottom corner. Just didn't get the accuracy.
It's a huge let-off, and I'm wondering why he shot, to be honest. He looked like he got another 3-4 yards to take it into, didn't he?